Well, good morning. This is getting to be a familiar sight, isn't it? Because I haven't been able to walk, so you've been seeing me in the car. But I have to, David forgot his lunch, so I told him that I would bring him his lunch. I guess, you know what, the school lunches I guess aren't as good when I was younger. Well, you know, when I was younger, my mother couldn't afford it. I never figured that out. Once in a while, if we got a good report card, we got money to go to lunch. But for the most part, we brought a lunch. And thank goodness there wasn't a peanut allergy back then, because I always brought peanut butter and jelly, which was my food of choice, my sandwich of choice. I still love peanut butter and jelly. But today is Thursday, February 21st, and it is my nephew Ricky's birthday today. Ooh, look at all the ice in Denise's driveway. You can see Denise. We'll put her on film if she slip slides her way here, because whoa. Oh, you should have seen that. That would have been worth watching. Let me put Denise on here.
I almost broke my neck and she's laughing.
It was, well, if she
I didn't fall, so that's why she could laugh.
I could laugh, but what do we do in our family?
We laugh.
We laugh, but we make sure you're safe.
Yeah, I was safe. But
So,
that's a nice pun.
It is. I was telling them that as I was coming up the driveway. I said, this is pretty bad. This is pretty bad. All right, let's say goodbye to Denise.
Bye.
Okay. All right, we got her into the garage safely. I drove into the garage with her holding onto the car. Her driveway is a solid sheet of ice. But she's taking my advice and she's throwing some salt, because it's sunny enough and it's warm enough. It's still cold, don't get me wrong, but it's warm enough that the sun will melt it with the salt. But anyway, we do have a birthday today. Well, it's like I told you, it was my nephew Ricky's birthday today. He is, how old is he? 81, 30. Well, he can't be that old. Let me think. He was born in 1983. 17. He's 36. Wow, he's getting old. I remember being 36. It wasn't that long ago. But anyway, it's Nancy Rice's birthday. Enough jibber jabbering about Ricky. It's Nancy Reese's birthday. Yeah, Nancy Reese's birthday. Is it Nancy? And Nancy Rice. My friend's name is Nancy Reese. That's right. That was my childhood friend. She was my best friend. She lived right across the street from me. And then she moved to Waterford, which was about an hour and a half away from where I lived. And we did stay in contact for the summer. If she had a beautiful house, she had her own bedroom, she had a built-in pool. It was so nice. And then we just kind of drifted apart. But then we kind of came back later, and then we drifted apart again. You know how it is with life. But anyway, it's not Nancy Reese's birthday. It's Nancy Rice's birthday. So we're going to sing Nancy Rice, her birthday song. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Nancy. Nancy Rice. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Alright, I don't have any plans today other than David forgot his lunch, and that's where we're going right now. I don't know if I ever told you that, because he wanted me to sign him out so he could go home and get his lunch, and I just kind of had a feeling that he'd get home and not go back. So I said, let me go get your lunch and bring it to you. And then he texted me back. He said, well, I don't think that they'll let you bring a lunch in for me because they don't like when people do that. I said, well, first of all, it's going to be in a lunch box, and so they can't really say no, or a lunch bag or whatever. And second of all, you're not going to tell your grandma no. That's my grandson. He needs a lunch, so they're not going to tell me no. And then after that, Mary wanted to borrow some money. So I got to go to my bank to get the money out so I can go to her bank and put the money in. And then I'm going to go home. Today's a vegetable day, so I think I'm going to have a big salad. And I think I'm going to put some broccoli and cauliflower in my salad too. I'm going to live on the dark side, really throw some vegetables in there. And then I'm going to have some cottage cheese with it, and I'll have some V8 juice. Well, maybe not V8 juice. I'll have some tea. And then for dinner, I know it's going to be another odd combo, but I have the other cup of my macaroni and cheese left, so I'm going to have that with an egg salad sandwich. I know, an odd combo, but that's what I'm planning on having. Alright, and then really haven't thought too much about what I'm going to do today. I don't really have any plans, and all I have Christy's dog, Daisy, because Sophia's on winter break this week, and they're going to Frankenmuth, to a water park. And I thought I only had Daisy overnight. No, I have Daisy till Saturday night. Ooh, I haven't had a dog, and couldn't tell you the last time. I'm trying to think when Riley passed. Riley was gone in 2006, so I haven't had a dog for like 13 years now. So it's going to be a new experience. I haven't had a cat for 13 years either. I know that in the future I'm going to have at least 2 cats. I've told you that, Smokey and Bandit. I'm going to have at least 2 cats, but I don't know about a dog. I thought, dogs are really good companionship, and they're fun to be around, and they play, and then you got to walk them, and you got to clean up after them, and I don't know. Then when you got to go somewhere, you got to take responsibility to have somebody take care of them, like Christy had to do. And this way, when I want to go somewhere, I just pick up and go. A cat, at least you can kind of leave alone for a day or 2, and they'd be fine as long as you have food and water for them and a litter box. But dogs are a little bit more work. But then again, dogs give you a lot more companionship than cats do. You talk to a cat and the cat goes, whatever. But a dog goes, yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's good. That's good. And when you leave the house, the dog thinks you're never coming back. And so when you come back home, they're like, oh my gosh, she came back. She came back. And the cats go, I knew she'd come back. It was only a matter of time. But if I have to come back as an animal in my next life, I'd come back as a cat. Because they do pretty much anything they want. And they're still loved. Well, by most people. I like when people don't like cats, they always say they're allergic to cats. Or should I go allergic to cats? When it's just really they don't want to admit that they're either afraid of them or they don't like them. Not that many people say they're allergic to dogs. Although people are allergic to dogs. I'm not saying that they're not, but they don't like to say that they're allergic to dogs. They'll tell you, I'm afraid of your dog. They will tell you that. But it reminds me of when my mother and I used to go after dinner. We used to go for bike rides all the time. And there was this one dog that used to chase cars. It was my friend, well, it wasn't really my friend. It was a mean kid in school, Terry Scanlon. You know who you are. And his dog was always out running about. And we were riding our bikes, and the dog came charging. And my mother said, just stand still. Just stand still, and the dog will realize that you're not afraid of him, and you'll be fine. Well, the coward that I was, when the dog started attacking, Sandy kept the pedaling, and I kept the pedaling. And my mother stopped. And the dog bit her really bad on her leg. They did pay all of her doctor bills and stuff. But, I mean, it was just, I thought, okay, Mom, your advice did not work because you got bit. And she always says, well, that was because I was protecting you. No, you weren't. You just couldn't pedal as fast as I could because you were old. And then looking back, she really wasn't old. She was 41. But I thought, oh my gosh, you're so old and you're riding a bike? Ooh. Oh well. Okay, we're here. I got to go get his lunch and then bring it over to the school. So I will talk to you guys at breakfast. Daisy's missing her mommy already. Say hi, Daisy. She's missing her mommy. She can't figure out why she's here. She's never here alone. She's always here with Christy. Okay, I've got a little family of birds here. I don't know what are those, doves, you think?
Yeah, morning doves.
Morning doves. The food is in the front of the plow house, babies. They're not back here. I don't know what they're doing there. The ducks come in the spring. Okay, we're going to eat now. We're going to have a big salad with some cottage cheese and a few strawberries. Using the 4% cottage cheese and the Panera dressing. I find it at Kroger's in the produce section and the refrigerated section by the salads. So I started my day with a prayer. I drank 50 ounces of water. My quote is, our greatest weakness is in giving up. The best way to succeed is to try one more time. That's by Thomas Edison. It's only a 4-point meal. It's 0 for my salad, the cucumber, the tomatoes, the onion, the cauliflower, the broccoli, the strawberry, the tea, and the water. 3 points for a half a cup of 4% cottage cheese, and 1 point for 3 tablespoons of poppy seed dressing. So it's a 4-point meal. I still have 19 points left for my dinner. Okay, for dinner I'm going to have the other cup of macaroni and cheese and an egg salad sandwich with a glass of iced tea. It's 11 points for my cup of macaroni and cheese, 2 points for my 2 slices of bread, 1 point for a tablespoon of Miracle Whip, and 0 for my eggs, tea, and water. So it's 14 points. I have 5 points I'm carrying over. Well, I think that my macaroni and cheese tasted better today than it did yesterday, if that's at all possible. I just put like a tablespoon of milk in it and then heated it up in the microwave for about 3 minutes. It was delicious. Once again, another odd combo. Tomorrow is a fruit day. Yay! And then I'm going to have probably a tuna sandwich for my dinner. I don't have any other plans. We just have Daisy over there. Where is she? She's so lonely. And every time I get up and move, she gets up and moves with me. It's different having a dog. I just feel bad because she's sad. She misses her mama and her daddy, and she misses Sophia. But I have her till Saturday. She's a good dog, though. So anyway, give this video a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and share. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.